Namaste. When I do counseling, there are some very difficult moments sometimes with some people, particularly when parents bring their children and they have a lot of complaints about them. Then, when I turn towards the youngster and I ask, why are there so many complaints about you? Why can't you be more disciplined and why can't you study better? Why can't you behave in a better way? Then most of the time, the answer that comes from the youngster is, ma'am, that is not me. That is not the true me. I am not like that. But somehow, when my parents start telling me something, I behave like that. I don't know why, but I can't even recognize myself then. That is the answer that comes. And when you take marriage counseling, that is the most difficult of all counselings, I would say, because it's very difficult. So there again, let's say for an example, the wife says something about the husband. She says, he spoke to me like this, or maybe sometimes he hit me like this, or he doesn't care about me, he doesn't take care of me, all sorts of complaints, let's say. Then when I turn to the husband and say, but why are you like this? Then he said, man, that's not the true me. I'm not that. I'm not that kind of a person. But somehow she thinks I'm like that, or she makes me behave like that. This is the answer. And the same thing applies the other way also when the husband has complaints about the wife. If he says she doesn't take care of the house, she doesn't take care of me, or she doesn't do this or doesn't do that, then when I ask the wife, then she also says, no, that is not who I am. But somehow here I'm forced to behave like this, or some kind of answer where you can understand that there is a very big conflict going on inside. And then the same thing applies to students. When I counsel youngsters, especially for their studies, then they come out with such beautiful goals. Sometimes they say, I want to become an IAS officer, or I want to pass this exam, NEET exam, or I want to get a lot of marks, I want to do very well so that I can get into this college. So many dreams, so many goals. And then when I ask them, but then you have to sit and study, you have to work hard, you have to be very determined, you should get up early in the morning and study. So when I say this, then automatically I can see the confusion on the face of the student. Then the student says, I tried to do that, but it's so difficult to get up early in the morning. Why is it so difficult? No, because it becomes late when I go to bed. Then I said, but that you should change. If you want to get up early in the morning, you have to go to bed early. But then they say, no, that's not possible, because and I immediately ask them, why are you studying in the night? And said, no, it's not studying. But I have a lot of friends, so night is the time when everybody is free. So then I spend some time on the Instagram, WhatsApp, Facebook and all that social media. I can't be away from that, so that's the problem. So I can't get up early in the morning, but somehow I want to get very good marks. So you see the conflict, what the person wants and what he is doing today to achieve that, there is absolutely no connection. So that is where the question arises. What kind of person am I? Am I the kind of person that I would like to be? Am I living the kind of life that I would like to live? Am I moving towards my goals? Am I moving towards my desired kind of life? If you start asking these questions, then these questions are necessary in every human being's life. And if you start asking these questions, many people get totally confused. And they say, no, this is not what I want. I really want to do this, but I'm not able to do this. Lot of conflict in the mind. So when such conflict arises in the mind, what is required is self-introspection. You can say self-realization, but self-inquiry is an even better word. First thing is to inquire within ourselves, who am I? What kind of person am I? Am I living the kind of life that I really wish to live? Am I living the way I really would like to live? Am I the kind of person that I would like to be? Am I at least moving towards being that person? If you ask yourself these questions, then you will understand where you are lacking and what has to be changed in life. So with all this in mind, I created this class, Who Am I? And this is a question which I think every human being has to ask himself or herself at some point in life. Somewhere you have to stop and ask yourself, who am I? What am I doing with my life? Is this what I really want? So this class takes you through a few meditations. In the beginning, it helps you to understand who exactly you are inside and who you are outside. Now, when there is a conflict in that, then that conflict has to be resolved. That is the first part of it, understanding actually who you are. And then the second part is understanding how you can change this. What are the changes that are required? How can you mold yourself to become actually the person that you wish to be? That is the second part. And then once that is done, what is most important is, after all this realization, inquiry, etc., one has to also be able to maintain a very balanced level of energy so that you can continue to be the kind of person that you have in mind. So there is another meditation which teaches you how to balance your energy on a daily basis. So with all this, what happens in this class is that inquiry begins, self-inquiry begins, self-realization begins, and you will be able to understand where the conflict lies within you, what you have to change within you, how you can make yourself live the life that you really wish to live, how you can make your day-to-day life the kind of life that you really wish to enjoy. So all this is very necessary for every human being today. So just to stop, to think, to reflect, and then to understand, who am I? This class can really help you to do that. So please join us whenever you can and raise that question within yourself once in a